to Game 2, Vilonia Eagle fans. Quick start here. Erie with a slap to the shortstop. She's on with an infield base hit on the first pitch of this game, just the same as she was the first pitch of the first game. So Sydney Johnson will be the batter now for the Lady Eagles.
And Cord, just to make everybody aware, we're in the presence of Jonathan Engelkiss up here with us.
The one and only Jonathan Engelkiss.
The one and only Jonathan Engelkiss.
We got a third headset down here, Jonathan, if you want to get in on this. Hey, we can hook you up. Erie's off for the stolen base at second. That throw was a little bit wide. She was going to steal it anyways. And Sid, I didn't catch it. That's what I was wondering, if it was a ball or a strike. We'll see what he flashes up there when he turns around here. Next pitch is a ball. And he still ain't showing us any fingers. Show us your fingers, umpire.
They had nachos on them.
If Alan Wade was up here, he'd have nachos on his shirt, I guarantee you that. That one's a called strike. Good pitch by Engelkiss there on the outside corner of the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes, so that first one was a strike. Sydney with the grand slam in the earlier game to give the Eagles a little bit of hope there in the 6th inning. She swings at that one, fouls it out of play over the third base dugout, actually right on top of it. Count will remain 1-2. Mary Kate, see if he'll let you borrow that Greenbrier lineup for just a second.
Fly ball to right field. She's camped up under it. Tag up at second. She's going to stand up here. So we've got runners at third. 1 out. Talon Lawrence up the plate.
So Talon, help me remember what she did in the first game. All right, I'm bringing Alan back.
You ain't got to do this to me.
He can't stay off the road or from working. That's going to be a fair ball off the glove of the third baseman, and then Erie and the third baseman get together as Callie's coming in to score. So Talon's down there at first. Can't really give the third baseman an error on that because that was a heck of a play. So
it's an awkward play.
It was. I'll call it a base hit for Talon. Erie scores, so the Eagles take the early 1-0 lead. Griffin down there made a heck of an effort to lay out and get a glove on it. Just couldn't handle it. And then as she's trying to get up, Erie's coming down the line. They get together. So Brooke Crisp in the courtesy run for Talon down at first. Julie Johnson swings at the first pitch. It's a fly ball out to left field, and it is caught for out number 2.
Good play by the left fielder right there. You've got the wind blowing out. You've got the sun. She had to go range out a little bit. The ball's carrying very well today, so good job by the left fielder.
So Gracie Kimbrell bats with 2 outs, and Crisp down there on first, running for Talon Lawrence. Gracie swings at the first pitch. Foul ball. It's going to get out of play over the first base dugout for strike 1. Oh, 1 count to Gracie, 2 outs. Engelkiss misses off the outside corner, just a little bit low there, and Brooke better be careful down there as Griner throws behind her. She is back, but just barely. 1-1 count to Kimbrell. That one's down. For ball 2, 2 balls and 1 strike. Coach Sullivan wanted Crisp to move up on that pitch. She didn't read it quick enough, and she remains at first. inside part of the plate. Good pitch from Engelkiss for strike 2. She'd worked Kimbrell away on every pitch so far and came back in on the hands, and Gracie was still looking away and kind of tied her up there. That one's fouled down the first base line. So Kimbrell will get to see another one. Change up right back at Engelkiss. She gloves that, and that will be the end of the top of the first for the Lady Eagles. They score 1 and off of a couple of base hits and no errors. So due up for the Panthers is going to be Kylie Griffin, Mackenzie Shannon, and Jaylee Engelkiss. Is Alan Wade sending us dirty messages? Oh, what time for game number 2? You already missed half of the first inning. Sorry, buddy. So, the pitcher for the Eagles starting out here is going to be the freshman Jordan Alexander. Beatty is going to play third again. Erie's at short. Sydney's at second. Marley's at first. Looks like our outfield is the same as it was in the first game with Juju in left, Faith in center, and Kylie Linton in right field.
Corey, you have some technical difficulties with your chair?
Yes, I am. I told you I thought this thing was going to buck me before the day was over with, and it's trying to. I got to get that. There's one of the legs that doesn't have a wheel on it. I got to get it just right so I don't flip myself over here. So Kylie Griffin will lead it off. She had a couple of base hits in that first game. Bunt for a single and a triple to the gap, and may have even had another one.
She showed a lot of versatility that first game.
She did. First pitch is high for ball 1. That one's also high, ball 2. Finds the zone there. Griffin pops it up to Faith out in center field, and she has it for out number 1. Mackenzie Shannon is going to bat now for the Lady Panthers.
Do you know much about this batter here? Summer ball or anything, Corey?
I do not. I couldn't even tell you what grade she is, to be honest with you. Good pitch there from Alexander. Catches the inside corner of the plate for called strike 1. So, Junior, okay. You guys know if she plays travel ball for anybody? That one misses low, evens count up at a ball and a strike. Shannon hits that one in the air to Sydney Johnson, who has it for out number 2. So Jaylee Engelkiss steps in for her first at bat of game number 2. Change up, floats in there on the inside corner for a called strike, and that has pretty much been Jordan's forte in her appearances this year. If she can locate that change up for a strike, she's going to have a decent day. That one gets away from her a little bit. 1 ball, 1 strike.
You know, Jaylee's having a great senior day. 2 or 3 hits, pitched a complete game earlier. She must take after her mother.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. Oh, man. Zing across the press box to Dad Jonathan down there on the other end. The whole time you're saying that, I'm sitting here thinking, if I'm Marley, I'm begging Coach Morris not to pitch Jaylee anything inside because she took my head off twice in the game number 1. And then you came from a different position altogether than I expected.
I set him up. I set him up for that one.
I liked it. So 2 pitches, 2 takes, and the count is now full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Jaylee pops that one up to Kenna Beatty down there at third base. Kenna drifts over back into fair territory and has the catch, and that'll do it for the Lady Panthers in the top half of the first inning. They go down 1-2-3, and that's the first 1-2-3 inning that the Eagles have worked against the Panthers all afternoon long. Faith Johnson due up for the Eagles. I'm assuming to be followed by Marley and Kenna.
You look at this Greenbrier team, a lot of youth overall. We've had 2 seniors. Jaylee's a senior, and the other. But you look at the future, Corey, of this program here, and they've got some fantastic young players. Third baseman's a freshman. The sophomores are all over the field.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, and you look at Greenbrier, historically a power in 5A softball, no doubt about it. And you only have 2 seniors on your team. They both start, but you don't, not going to be easy to replace Engelkiss in the circle. I don't know as much about the player that plays right field, but still, yet a lot of talent around there, around the team for the years to come. Well, Alan, I have a very slow internet connection here, so I'm not going to be able to check the fan feedback. If you want to send it in, you're going to have to send it in. Faith strokes one into the left center field gap. That one hops the wall. She turns for second. She's going to be in there with a stand-up double. Ball gets past Hamilton, but Coates is there to back her up. So, sorry, buddy, but I can't check the feedback. You're just going to have to text it to us.
Just sit back and enjoy, Alan.
So Hansley will be the batter now for the Eagles with no outs, and Faith out there at second base here in the top of the second inning. First pitch to Marley, called strike. Ball in the dirt, evens the count up at 1-1. Marley hits that one off the end of her bat. Lear has it. She throws it over to Coates for out 1. It's showing her arm there. That was a awkward play, kind of cue balled off the end of the bat there. So 1 out, and Faith stays at second. Kenna Beatty's going to bat.
Showed a strong arm right there in the shortstop. Go in the hole, just come up gunning. Great play. Ball had a lot of spin to it as well.
Yes. English, I think, is what they call that in billiards. Swing and a miss by Beatty on the first pitch. She'll be behind 0-1. Any update on baseball game 2?
I'm working on it.
Beatty bunts. That's a beauty. Griner fields it. The throw is in time to get Beatty at first base, but she did lay down a beaut. Moves Faith over to third, so Linton will bat with 2 outs, and Faith is 60 feet away from scoring run number 2 for the Eagles. So his phone works faster than yours does. Vilonia's leading 4-0 in the top of the third.
Well, mine is a
Game
flip
2.
phone, so
You're taking it back. You're taking it back to the Coolio days.
I'm taking my flip phone back.
First pitch misses off the outside corner of the plate for ball 1 to Linton. Linton offers it that one. It pitches high. She misses it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Eagles would like to go ahead and score this run here for sure. Linton swings and foul tips that one. Griner, good job to hang on to it, but it's just strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. Erie awaits on deck if Linton reaches. And Linton swings and misses, and that'll do it for the top of the second for the Lady Eagles. No runs on a hit and no errors, and score remains 1-0.
Corey, according to my flip phone here, Jonathan Engelkiss is not correct. It's 4-4 in the middle of the third right now.
Ooh. Wow. Okay, so
We're back, yeah.
conflicting reports. Okay, so Jonathan's running off Twitter. Kobe's getting live updates from the fans at the stadium. Well, you don't got to take yours off to put him on. We'll just put a third headset in here. I got another one waiting for it. We'll get Jonathan on before it's all over with. Have us a Panther interview.
I've got a lot of stuff I'd like to say about that guy. For those that don't know, Jonathan and I go way back. Played American Legion together back in about 92 to 94. Alan Wade was part of that, so we've known each other. And then after that, went to played. Where did you go to college at, Jonathan?
You went to Fayetteville, didn't you?
Okay, so great guy. Worked at Axiom's in the fire department. As we stayed in the first game, his wife works at Axiom. So I say a lot of ugly things, but a great family, good ball player. And Julie does get it from Jaylee gets it from the dad. So there you go, Jonathan.
Kaylee Hamilton leads it off for the Panthers in the bottom of the second inning. She's going to be followed by Michaela Seiler and Peyton Griner. Alexander delivers. Hamilton swings and misses at the first pitch, and she's behind 0-1. You think maybe a little difference in speed from Gracie to Jordan here?
I believe so.
Maybe,
maybe
keeping the batters off balance just a little bit here early on. Now Alan's protesting, saying, "That's my headset. You can't let Jonathan wear that thing." He'll blow a kiss on it for you when he's done with it. How about that? That's going to be driven into center field. Faith Johnson comes on and almost makes the grab. Good effort by her. She just could not hang on to the balls. It was dying like a fluttering quail out there. Kind of had a lot of top spin on it.
That did. And we also, somebody fired the grill back up. I can smell burgers and dogs and all kinds of stuff up here right now. You would think that Greenbrier would provide us, with some food up here, but I guess not.
So Michaela Seiler will bat with Hamilton on first and no outs. Alexander throws a first pitch changeup, and it catches the outside corner of the plate for a called strike. Yeah, I'm thinking they burnt some popcorn down there.
That may be half-price popcorn there.
I bet. I can confirm that they do have very good popcorn in the concession stand. I had me a bag during the senior festivities. That changeup gets away from Alexander and bounces before it gets to the plate. Counts now 1-1.
Update on the baseball. Greenbrier's taking the lead 6-4. 6-4, middle of the 3.
Called strike outside corner. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Seiler reaches out and gets a piece of that changeup. Dribbles it foul down the third base line. Still 1-2, no outs. Hamilton's on first. Heavy dose of the changeup.
Heavy dose of it.
Two count. That was hit hard and deep and gone. Panthers take the 2-1 lead off the bat of Seiler.
She's having a great night as well.
So home run number 6 of the afternoon combined. 4 for the Panthers, 2 for the Eagles. Brings up Peyton Griner. First pitch popped up against the backstop. Lawrence was giving chase. She couldn't get to it. Ran out of real estate. Griner's behind 0-1.
I see you keeping notes over there. You're missing out right now, aren't you?
Well, I am. I'm trying to write down some stuff so we can actually remember what a batter's done from one to another.
You don't like winging it and making stuff up?
Oh, I love that, but I thought I'd actually speak from an educated point of view this game. Try something new.
This hip shooting's just not working out, is it?
Yeah. Another swing and a miss by Griner, and she strikes out for out number 1 of the inning. Batter's going to be Shelby Coates. Yes, Mary Kate, pick it up and feel free to enlighten us anytime you want to.
Tell us about the chaps nats going on today at the high schools.
The mic is hot if you want to speak into it.
Tell us the Twitters and all kinds of stuff.
First pitch called strike to Coates. Count is 0-1. Was she walking out in protest of something or just left? Swing and a miss by Coates, and she's behind 0-2. That one misses low for ball 1. Is Johnny in the house in his shorts or not? I hadn't seen him.
No.
Well, hopefully he's getting to watch a little bit. Change up. It's going to be a little bit low.
If he was here, he would have the shorts on.
Yeah. 2-2 count to Coates. That one's chopped foul down the third base line, and Coach Butler still hasn't moved.
0 for 2. No effort whatsoever of third base coach.
Coates hits one down to Beatty. She almost caught it in the air, but she's able to pick it up and throw it over to Marley at first. That's just 2 outs, ladies. Stay on the field. Brings up Alyssa Hankins, who already has a home run in the game. No,
2 home runs today.
but not in this game.
Just 1 in this game.
She hasn't even hit in this game.
Now you're on your good job, Corey.
All right.
Just testing you right there.
Just making sure.
Great job.
First pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Killing me, Smalls.
We ran out of information. That first game was over 2 hours.
True that. That changeup is just a bit high. Count sits at 2-0. That one catches the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here in a minute, she's going to look over at Coach Morris like, really? Another changeup you're calling? That one's hit hard into center field. It's off the wall just over Faith's glove. We're going to have a play at second, and Hankins is out at second trying to stretch a single into a double, and that'll do it for the Panthers in the bottom of the second inning.
Great job by Faith Johnson to get that ball in quick. Callie put the tag on. Good play all around.
So Eagles trail 2-1 going into the top of the third inning, and this game's not sitting up to be as exciting as the first one. Well, let me rephrase. Maybe every bit as exciting, just in a different way. Low scoring affair. Should be Erie, Johnson, and Lawrence due up for the Lady Eagles.
Tell me about the track. What you got tomorrow night? Where's it at? Or
Nope,
is it Thursday?
That's Thursday. Conference meet, 5A West conference meet at Harrison, and I can confirm that the Lady Eagles have moved up to the #1 spot in the state track rankings in 5A. They took over Sylvan Hills. Now, I don't know who the guy is behind the track rankings. He ranks every classification 1A through 7A boys and girls on Twitter. And his notes when he put the girls rankings up today was that the most hotly contested state in boys or girls will probably be the 5A girls between us and Sylvan Hills. They expect Sylvan Hills to dominate all the sprints and Vilonia to dominate all of the distance runs, so it'll come down to field events. And Sylvan Hills had been ranked #1 in the state from the get-go. Eagles had started in 3rd and moved up to 2nd, then moved up to 1st this week.
How do they rank? How do they determine?
So what they do is they take the projected list of starters in the state meet and their best times for the year in any of the qualifying meets, and then they assign points as if those times occurred in the state meet. That's how they set the rankings up. So it's a little more scientific than
can't argue with that.
Than the guy on Fearless Friday who just ranks all the softball every classification and has no clue about hardly any of them.
Fearless Friday just wakes up and says, "I'm gonna try this right here today."
Yeah, I think so. There's the only thing you can say wrong is a profanity.
Yep.
No, I could be like, I could say she's out and she's not really.
Oh, well, we'll correct you on that, and then we'll laugh at you.
No, she's out. No, she's safe. No.
So Erie leads it off in the top of the 3rd for the Lady Eagles. First pitch fouled out of play over the third base dugout. Erie takes a strike. Good drop ball there by Engelkiss. 0-2 is the count on Erie.
Think she'll bust her inside or outside right here?
I would come in if I were her. But what do I know?
You're just a commentator.
Yeah. And you don't disagree with that call. You see that a lot, and that came from Bailey Reed over there on the bucket. Let's run one out here and try to get her to chase something. If she can hit it, she's not going to hit it hard. Stays away. Callie fouls that one straight back. Count remains 1-2. Erie three hops that one to Hamilton at second, and she makes it close, but she is out at first, her first time she's been out this afternoon. She's going to bring up Sid to bat with one out, no runners on. Sid hit a grand slam in the first game in the 6th inning. Takes the first pitch upstairs for ball 1. Swings at that one and lifts it high into the air out in right field. Burns is back. She's underneath it and has the grab, and that's out number 2 for the Lady Eagles here in the top of the 3rd.
Just hit the umpire in the back. Nice shot, right fielder.
What'd he say?
They threw the ball in from right field and just smoked the umpire right in the back.
Now he's talking to the right fielder.
He should throw her out.
Oh, my goodness.
I've never seen that as far as.
I don't think I have either. And as we commented in the first game, he's definitely a spring chicken.
He is a spring chicken. 30 times 2. Or 3.
Yes, all of that. First pitch ball low to Talon, who bats with 2 outs and no runners on. Talon swings and lifts one out into right center field. Both players are converging on it. Burns has it, and the umpire is ducking and running out of the way, hoping she doesn't hit him again. So that's it for the Lady Eagles in the top of the 3rd. Due up for the Panthers in the bottom half of the inning is going to be Lear, Griffin, and Shannon. No defensive adjustments for the Eagles here in the 3rd inning, and Alexander is back out to pitch another one. Is that going to be a baseball update?
It is 6-5. The Greenbrier's winning. I'm trying to figure out what inning it is.
Okay. So Panthers up 6-5 in baseball game number 2. And we are efforting the inning.
Did talk to Keith Henson earlier. He
Yeah.
is coaching up there, and like you said, he just goes up there a couple times, during the week. His business takes him in that direction, so it gets him kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So they're having a very good year. And
yeah, they just won their regional.
They did.
And they're about to play in nationals. They are defending national champions in
Columbus, Georgia, I believe is what he said.
That's an awesome place to play. I've been
Really?
out there. That is the home of the okay, so the park is really nice. I forget what it's called. You see Alexander miss low with ball 1 there to Lear. But when the Olympics were in Atlanta, the softball complex was down south of Atlanta at Columbus.
Okay.
And that complex that you play in, that's hit hard by Lear to right center field gap. It's off the wall hard. She's turning for second, and if the throw had been on target, she was dead to rights. But it's off as Faith rushes it just a little bit, and she has a double. And it brings up Kylie Griffin. But anyways, the Olympic Stadium that they played, like the main games in, is there. And Callie and Faith actually got a chance to play in that Olympic Stadium in one of the tournaments. They play a big national they played in out there in Columbus one time. It's awesome park. We won that national.
Good,
by the way. That's a bunt, and we ain't going to get her out on that. She probably should have taken second by the time she realizes that Faith comes on and covers the base, and she doesn't do it. So Griffin is on with a bunt base hit. And Mackenzie Shannon is the batter with runners on the corner and no outs. So runner doesn't go. The Eagles had a little fake play going on there. Yeah, I'm reading that right now. What river?
Why is Alan getting all historical and geography on us for?
I don't know. I guess because I told a story, he had to try to
Top it.
he had to
Topper.
one-up us. He's a one-upper.
He's a topper.
I don't know, Alan. Text us in what river runs through Columbus, Georgia. I can't remember.
Go ahead, Chuck Dovish. Let us know.
Traveling Arkansas with Chuck Dovish. I do remember driving over that river several times while we were in town, but I don't remember which one it is. Foul ball straight back. Count remains 0-2 on Shannon. He's been out there recently to a fireman training. That's why he's so smart about Columbus, Georgia.
Mr. Know-It-All.
It was 5 years ago when I was there. He says the Chattahoochee River runs through there. Ground ball to Sid. She takes it to second, kind of shuffles it over to Callie, and that was one of the more awkward plays you'll ever see in softball. Meanwhile, Cassie DeLear scores to make the score 3-1 Panthers. It's going to bring up Jaylee Engelkist to the plate. I'm going to have to look at a map and verify that because Allen just is not to be trusted sometimes. First pitch to Engelkist, misses upstairs for ball 1.
I had a history class with that guy 20-something years ago, and I don't trust it either.
But he was out there just last week, so I will verify that. That one's in the dirt. Ball 2.
Ball's in the dirt right there. 3 balls, no strikes.
Lo and behold, right on, and it is. I mean, that's legitimately on the border of Alabama and Georgia. Is the Chattahoochee River?
I'm not apologizing. Ball's in the dirt right there. Jaylee takes the walk. Runners on the first and second with 1 out. Kayla Hamilton up to bat.
Going to have a courtesy runner for Engelkist, the pitcher. It's probably going to be nope. It's not Mahan. This is Riggin. Number 17, Riggin is the courtesy runner. That's Mahan. Who's number 10? Oh, okay. I thought that was a 7. All right, so that is Lily Mahan. My apologies. Kaylee Hamilton is the batter. 1 out. Alexander misses up and away. Lawrence can't get the handle on it. The runners move up 60 feet. 1 ball and no strikes to Hamilton. That one misses off the outside corner of the plate. Count's going to be 2-0. Changeup falls short of the plate. 3-0 count now. So Alexander struggling with command just a little bit here in the 3rd inning. And that's going to be another walk. I believe was that 8 consecutive pitches?
I believe so. You got Michaela Seiler coming up with already had 2 home runs today. Just going to move the ball around, change speeds, see if we get an out.
So if I can project what he's saying here, he's telling a freshman, look, you've pitched very, very well in this game thus far. You've given up far fewer runs than what we gave up in the first game. All you got to do is breathe deep and find those pitches that you were landing for strikes earlier in the first 2 innings. Bases are loaded. Let's throw a ground ball and let your defense work for you.
Bases loaded, 1 out. Kayla Seiler up to the plate. Jordan Alexander on the mound.
That one misses in the dirt for ball 1. Hey, help me remember how that girl on third got on base. Do you remember? Shannon? Seiler pops up to right field. Linton's coming on, and the umpire says it's a foul ball for strike 1.
One ball, 1 strike, 1 out.
Panthers were getting set up to score at least 2 on that as the runners were off to the races. That one misses outside. 2 balls and a strike to Seiler. Seiler hits that one through the 5-6 hole as the infielders are playing in. Julie Johnson comes up, play at the plate, and going to say Mahan gets in there. Meanwhile, in the confusion at the plate, Hamilton goes on to third. Vilonia coaches are wanting Lawrence to go tag Mahan, but she had already stepped on the plate. They just couldn't see it from where they sat. So Hamilton with the heads-up base runner there. She moves up, and Seiler goes to second. That's where, you know, having the infielders in is the right call there, but, man, on one like that, you hate it because if they're in normal depth, Callie scoops that up and makes a play. Griner pops up, shallow center field. Faith Johnson calls for it and has it. Hamilton cannot tag to go home, so that's going to be 2 outs in the inning. So Coates will be the batter. She ground out to the second baseman, to Sydney Johnson, her first at bat. That one's going to be hit deep to center field. Faith Johnson's giving chase. She has the catch, and that will do it for the inning for the Lady Panthers, but not before they can put up a couple of runs on a couple of base hits here. They lead it by a score of 5-1. They lead the hit category 5-3.
Great job by Faith on that one to go in the gap. You know, if you look at the flag, wind is absolutely dead. And I'm almost having that first game, the way that ball was hit, that may have a shot of being over. Good job of her going in the gap, getting that ball.
She'll play right for Magic. She's played for us since she was 12, I think. She's going to UAM. She's a senior. Yeah.
Julie Johnson steps up to the plate in the top of the fourth. Eagle update as far as the baseball. That ball is.
And Julie Johnson has her first varsity home run. It came just a game too late. Good hit by Juju there. Freshman with a home run and one of the bigger games that they'll play in the season until you get to the state tournament.
Fifth inning tied up, 6-6.
Baseball?
Baseball. They got a good one going over there.
Well, hopefully we can put a couple of runs up here and turn this one back into a good one. Greenbrier's pretty much taken command here in the second and the third innings. Gracie swings at the first pitch. It's a swing and bunt. Griffin has it, throws it over to first, and she is going to be out. Brings up number 20, Faith Johnson. Faith swings at the first pitch. Ground ball down to Griffin and makes the throw over to Coates, and she's going to be out. So it's 2 at-bats and 2 outs in the inning. Brings up Marley Hinsley for her second at-bat of the game. First pitch is off the outside part of the plate for ball 1 to Marley. That one's also outside, ball 2. 2-0 count to Marley. What the heck?
Foul ball behind us here. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs.
That one misses somewhere.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Outside, ball 4. Marley draws the walk. Kenna Beatty will be the batter. First pitch is upstairs, ball 1. Beatty looking to get her first hit of the day. Little 2-hopper back to Engelkiss. She has it. Over to Coates at first, and that will do it for the Lady Eagles in the top of the 4th inning. Get 1 run on the home run off the bat of freshman Julie Johnson, and the score is 5-2 going into the bottom of the 4th. New pitcher for the Eagles is going to be Tori Wilbanks. I don't see anything else changed.
Toy Wilbanks takes him out for the Eagles in the first pitch. Ball up. Strike on the inside corner out there to even the count up at 1-1.
I'm back.
You've been missed.
2 balls, 1 strike, the count to Hankins as that pitch misses down and in. Wilbanks runs it back in on her hands. High pop up, gets out of play down the first base line. 2-2 is going to be the count.
Bottom of the 6, 6-6 steal. So, baseball update.
Hankins skies that one out to right field. Linton's underneath it. Can o' corn. Out number 1. Ye old can of corn. Out number 1. Brings up Cassidy Lear. She hit one off the top of the fence out there in her first at bat. Base hit right back up the middle. Johnson gave valiant effort but couldn't get the glove on it. Lear is aboard with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. So Griffin has popped up to Faith out there in center, and she's also bunted for a base hit. Looking to bunt again. A little harder this time. Wilbanks to Johnson, and Griffin still beats it out. Eagles played that about as well as they could. A good throw by Wilbanks, and Griffin still beats it out. She's got some wheels on her.
She does. Very impressed. Handles bat well for a freshman. When you've seen her, she's not just a bunter. She actually put one in the gap earlier as well, so she hits with a bit of power. Great job for her.
What's Coach Butler going to do? Is he going to run for his fastest runner? Okay, Maddie Spears is going to be the pinch hitter for Mackenzie Shannon. First pitch from Wilbanks misses down and in, ball 1. That one misses upstairs for ball 2. 2-0 to Spears. Good pitch from Wilbanks, catches the outside corner of the plate. Brings the count to 2-1 on Spears. Engelkiss awaits on deck, barring a double play. That one's inside and low for ball 3. So a 3-1 count to Spears. We need to throw something she can put the bat on and get us a ground ball here. Will Banks misses high, so that's going to be a walk to Spears and brings up Engelkiss with the bases loaded and 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. So Coach Butler is going to re-enter Shannon to run for Spears. So neither of these next two are two of the ones you want to see coming up with the bases loaded.
Absolutely not.
or that Hankins girl, or that Seiler girl, any of them.
Any of them.
Engelkiss takes the first pitch, ball 1. That one's in there for a strike. Throw that again. Tries to go away. Ball gets away from Lawrence. And Lear will score. So 6-2 lead for the Panthers. Runners at second and third. And the count is 2 balls and a strike on Engelkiss. Swings at that one, pops it up out into right field. Linton is underneath it, has it. Runner tags up. Throw is in time, but can't make the tag, so Griffin scores. Shannon moves over to third, and it's a 7-2 lead for the Panthers. And good play by the runner, but that right there is exactly why this whole catcher has to be up in front of the plate rule is a bunch of crap. If you're going to allow the runners to hook slide like that, the catcher needs to be able to get to them, you know what I mean? And it goes either way. I'm not saying that good job by the runner to do what she did. Another pop-up out there to shallow right field. Sidney Johnson calls for it and has it, and that does it for the inning. But that's why I don't like the rule the way it's written. Talon got rung up on that one couple games ago about interference, on a clear out.
That BB.
Runner probably would have been safe either way, but
they had to.
She's fast.
You had Speedy Gonzalez on third, ball moderately hitting the right field, and Kylie Lynn did a good job getting the ball in quick and made a good throw. It was just a fast runner.
Absolutely. So Linton will lead it off for the Eagles here in the top of the 5th, followed by Erie and Sidney Johnson. So Eagles right here at the 9-1-2 batters, right where you want to be to start off an inning and try to get a little bit of a rally going.
9-6. Greenbrier takes the lead on the Eagles baseball. 9-6.
And that's probably, is that the 6th inning?
Should be the 6th inning right there, yeah. So Eagles should have one more bat.
So Linton digs in there. She bunts the first one straight up in the air, and Griffin has it down there on third base for out number 1. Callie Erie comes up to the plate now. She's 1 for 2 today. Or rather, not today, 1 for 2 in this game.
I think she gets all her ability from her mother's side, too. Is that right?
Something like that.
Okay.
Callie's going to try to bunt her way on. Griffin comes up, and Callie beats it out. So Anything you can do, I can do better, I think is what she said there. So Callie will be 2 for 3 on the second game. Sydney Johnson will bat with 1 out. How much you want to bet Callie tries to steal second base here?
I will say it is a take or a fake bunt steal. If she steals this base, I think she takes the stolen base lead on Paige.
Okay, all right. We'll double check that momentarily. Like I said, my iPad, I don't have it hooked up to the Wi-Fi right now, so Sydney swings and misses. Erie steals that base easily. So she's, what is that, 4 or 5 tonight?
I believe so.
She swiped. So Sid swung and missed at it, and that might have just been a protection swing because that ball was in the dirt.
I think it was a hit and run.
It was either that or a kind of one of those, you know, protect your runner swings. Now that one she swung at, and like Coach Sullivan's saying down there, you pulled your head off of it,
Yep.
sis. So 0-2 to Sid. Callie's at second with 1 out. Talon's on deck. Pitch is outside for ball number 1.
Good pitch right there. You got no balls, 2 strikes. Trying to get her to chase. You don't want to leave anything over the middle.
Went a little different pitch call there because on that one, Coach Reed's been calling those to be curveballs. That looked like a straight fastball, almost trying to get Sydney to think it was going to come back at her. That one misses high, gets away from the catcher, so Erie's going to move up 60 more feet. She's just 60 feet away from scoring now. 2-2 count on Sid. Sydney swings and hits that one through the 5-6 hole. Erie will score, and Talon Lawrence will be the batter. So Talon looking to get her a base hit here, moves Sydney up, swings at the first pitch, fouls it back. 0-1 count on T. Talon swings at the second pitch, 1 hopper to Griffin down on first, and it's another double play ball as Hamilton turns it over to Lear, and that ends the inning for the Lady Eagles. Not before they can get 1 run off of Erie and Johnson's base hits and a stolen base and a passed ball. So 7-3 is the score going into the bottom of the 5th. Need Torrey to come back out and work a good inning here. So it's going to be Seiler to lead it off.
Update, bottom, I was incorrect. It's the bottom of the 5th inning. Greenbrier 10, Vilonia 6.
What inning did you say that was?
Bottom of 5. I'm not saying it again.
I won't ask again. Will Banks delivers. Called strike outside corner. one's chopped down to Beatty off of her glove, and we have our first error of the game. But Kobe, I'm going to tell you right now, with only one error on the Panthers in the first game and none on the Eagles, and just one on the Eagles here and none on the Panthers, it's been about as cleanly of played ball game, other than all the balls leaving the yard, as we've seen all year.
Compared to some of the games early in the year, we was having 3 to 5 errors. It is clean. We're just getting out hit a little bit, and that ball is
off the left field wall. Seiler's going to end up at third, and Greiner's going to end up at second. I thought it was gone too when it left the bat. So Shelby Coates will be the batter. We're going to have a courtesy runner for Greiner, the catcher. And that one's Riggin, right? The runner? Yes, okay. So that's Miss Riggin out there to run for Peyton Greiner.
We just got false information from Jonathan earlier, didn't we?
I think, yeah, that's what we're going to go with.
It's false information from Jonathan Engelkiss.
Shelby Coates up to bat, takes the first pitch in the dirt, and Seiler's going to come home on the passed ball, and Riggin moves over to third. So 8-3, Greenbrier leads it here in the bottom of the fifth. One-0 count to Coates. That one's popped up into center field. Faith is under it. She's set up for a throw home. There's not going to be a runner, so Marley cuts it off, and I'll call that a ye old can of corn.
It was.
So 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth for the – no, I'm sorry, 1 out for the Panthers in the bottom of the fifth. Wishful thinking on my part.
If you don't mind, go ahead and put another one up there.
Alyssa Hankins will bat. She's flown out and
flown out several times over the fence today.
Yes, flown way out. Swings at that one. Slow roller to Beatty. Beatty throws it over to first, and it's a short hop that probably should have been picked, and the Eagles have got their second error of the inning and of the game as well. Beatty kind of rushed her throw and short hopped the first baseman over there, and Honsley couldn't pick it up. So Hankins is on base. Cassidy Lear will be the batter, and we're going to have a pinch runner. Okay, so that's going to be the flex running for the DP. So Natalie Burns is in to run for Alyssa Hankins. Lear swings at the first pitch and pops it up out of play down the first baseline for strike one. That one's in there for a called strike, and Lear is behind 0-2. Picks that up, steps on first base, and that is out number 2 for real this time.
That was a nice play right there by Marley.
Yeah, it was. That ball was hit hard, and she scoops it up, gets over there on her base.
So how do you defense this, Corey? Do you have your third baseman pretty much just stand right there about 5 feet in front of her, take a chance on, because she's fixing to lay it down. She's going to beat it out.
I would just sell out and have her come in. And, I mean, Durham is still third. It's a foot race between Callie and Natalie Burns out there on second base. That's what I would do. I would have Beatty come up about 5 more steps and say, you're either gonna swing and hit and burn me that way, because I'm not gonna let you burn me on a bunt again. That's what I would do. And we know she can swing it because she hit the triple earlier.
She can swing it.
So a 1-1 count after a take on a ball and a foul ball off the backstop over here on the third baseline. That one's high, so 2 balls and a strike. She's dangerous. She's what they call the triple threat. She can slap, she can bunt, and she can swing away, and then she's fast.
Quadruple threat.
Maybe so. Ball low, 3-1 count on Griffin. And that's going to be a walk. She's also very patient.
Good ball player.
Yeah.
She's played a fantastic third base tonight as well.
So that brings up Mackenzie Shannon. She was pinch hit for the last at bat. Her first at bat, she popped up to Sydney out there at second base. 2 out. Sydney's a little shallow for me. So is Callie, but maybe they think she's going to slap. Ball low. That one's inside for ball 2. That one catches enough of the strike zone to be called a strike. So the count sits at 2-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2, and it's all even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. 1 runner, or 2 runners on rather, first and second. That one's fouled straight back. It's popped up. It's going to be out of play down the left field line. Shannon's going to get to see another pitch.
Corey's not looking good. It's not like the wheels have kind of fell off on it. It is 14-6.
Ouch. The accidental hit. Wilbanks rushes the throw and throws it over Hansley's head, and you may have said the analogy for this game as well.
Yeah.
10-3 now. The Panthers lead it. Another error for the Eagles. Brings up Engelkiss with runners on second and third and 2 outs. First pitch is a called strike on the inside corner. That one's upstairs for ball 1. 1-1 count to Jaylee now.
Kind of tied her up right there a little bit.
Yeah.
Inside, swing, not swing. She's a fantastic hitter, though. We've seen it throughout my 2-year career with it.
Oh, yeah. And there you go. A rip to right field. 1 run scores.
You know, you look at her,
holds up at
you look
third.
at that at bat, kind of got fisted, turned around, awkward swing, then comes back and just drills one. It's a sign of a good hitter. Done her whole career here, so congratulations to her.
So Kaylee Hamilton steps up to the plate for the Panthers with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th, and the winning run is standing over there on first base. That's Lily Mahan, courtesy running for Jaylee Engelkiss, the pitcher. First pitch low for a ball. That one's a called strike. I bet Hamilton would like to see that one again. That's fat and it's just above belt high. That one probably would have landed over there in the church parking lot. That one's going to get a. Shannon's going to score. Mahan moves up to second, and the winning run's now 120 feet away. Coach Sullivan's going to talk it over with his pitcher and his defense. So while we have this brief break in the action, we're going to bring on the one and the only Jonathan Engelkiss. How's it going, buddy?
It's going good. How are you guys?
Man, we're great other than the scoreboard in the 2 games so far.
Well, as you know, it's always a good competition between Greenbrier and Vilonia, no matter if we're playing football, baseball, softball. So it's been a fun day at the ballpark. It's just we're not used to seeing Greenbrier or Vilonia having a little of a down year.
Yeah, you know, it's been rough for us. We've definitely lost some games we felt like we should have won, and it's never the same thing one night after the other. Sometimes we don't hit it and our pitchers do well. Sometimes our pitchers don't hit where we want them to, but we hit the ball a little bit. You know, you can't. It's not one thing you can just go work on this and practice and say we're going to get it corrected.
Corey, I'm going with El Nino.
It could be. It could be. Well, you know,
better.
My daughter's played here for 4 years, and the competition between the two towns have been fabulous. Wow.
And Greenbrier's going to win it on the dropped pop-up on the infield. So the fourth error of the inning and of the game is the one that does the Lady Eagles in. They lose it by run rule 13-3 here in 5. So go ahead with your thought there.
Well,
Jonathan.
yeah, I was just, you know, the competition every year, it's a huge rivalry, but it's I know y'all's softball program is really a top-notch program. Y'all's coach, he's been very, very good to my child. And so we're going to miss the rivalry, but it's going to be a little different now that we're on the same team next year. So
yeah, you know,
we can sit next to each other, not across the stands.
That's right.
We're the same colors.
Yeah.
Next year you're going to wear the same purple
we'll all
color.
have purple on. Yeah, we're excited about that too. I know Callie and Jaylee are. Callie was telling me between games that Jaylee made it out there to second. She goes, "I'm sorry I hit you in the head."
Yeah.
Callie said, "It's okay, don't worry about it." She's like, when Coach called a screwball, I knew what was going to happen. So they had a good laugh about that. But yeah, those two, we were talking there in the first game when you were downstairs that they've become pretty good friends over the past few years while they're both going through the whole recruiting process and getting some interest there from Coach Kuhn at UCA. And I know Callie's excited, and as well as Jaylee is, and she always talks about Jaylee is so hilarious. I just love hanging out with her. So I know they're going to have a big time. Hopefully not too big of a time.
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly. Well, guys, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, we did too. Hey, thanks for coming on here for a couple of minutes. We're going to sign off here. It looks like it's about closing time at the softball press box at here at Greenbrier. Lady Eagles drop game 1 13-10 and drop game 2 13-3. And weather permitting, we'll be with you tomorrow night for the final regular season game as Maumelle is scheduled to come to Vilonia for a doubleheader. Kobe, any final thoughts?
Not really. You know, we battled hard the first game, just got out slugged a little bit.